With a shuffle of the ministerial deck, Justin Trudeau has transformed one job into two.
I, Carolyn Bennett, do solemnly.
Indigenous and Northern Affairs will be dissolved to create two new departments. Trudeau says it's about changing the way Canada has dealt with Indigenous peoples.
The approach around the Indian Act, the approach around our engagement with Indigenous peoples was very much looked at in a paternalistic, colonial way.
So how will it work? The woman who was the Indigenous Affairs Minister, Carolyn Bennett, becomes Minister for Crown-Indigenous Relations and Northern Affairs. That means she's responsible for things like treaty negotiations, encouraging communities towards self-governance, and working towards the broader goal of reconciliation. Jane Philpott, who got good reviews for her work as Health Minister, becomes the Minister of Indigenous Services, responsible for things like housing, education, and health.
By announcing today that these colonial structures will in fact be dismantled is a historic day.
We're going to actually get to do what communities knew needed to be done.
Trudeau has made big promises, but there have been challenges. Staff leaving the inquiry into missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls. Tribunal rulings saying the government must do more to provide services to Indigenous children. And while the government has ended more than 24 drinking water advisories in Indigenous communities, another 70 remain. So is this latest move a step forward or a sign the government is stumbling as it reaches for its goals?
I believe that this is a good direction for the government, but it remains to be seen how will they respect us at the table in making decisions and we being there as partners.
Given the past 18 months, 2 years of this governing by symbolism, it's difficult to say whether or not it's a good step or not.
And even creating two new departments isn't going to happen overnight. That's expected to take months at best. Catherine Cullen, CBC News, Ottawa.